Strange Black Beats.
They throw their shadows, we light the sun. Standing tall till the battle's won. Brick by brick, we build a fire. Every step a little higher. We shine, we shine, we shine so bright. Through the storm, through the fight. Haters fade, but we stay strong. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. They whisper doubt, we roll our dreams. Through the cracks come golden beams. Desert blooms where they see dry. Wings of hope, we touch the sky. Let them watch, let them stare. shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. All night long. Israel, we shine all night long. Stars above us, hearts ignite. Every soul a piece of light. Through the struggle, through the pain, we break through like summer rain. Like summer rain. Yeah.
Big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, your brother KJ say big salute, many blessings, bid y'all Godspeed, all of that good stuff. Big salute to the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Shar Sham and the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Big salute to Elder Bro Tim. And big salute to all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Family, as you see the title, the Battle of Armageddon. The Battle of Armageddon. As we look at the earth today, some things was told to the prophet Daniel. And the things that Daniel wrote down, they told Daniel, seal up the book to the time of the end. And we're in the time of the end. So it wasn't for Daniel's time, it was for our time. Because the book have been unsealed for our understanding. Now we can break down Daniel. Now we understand Revelations. Now we understand the prophecies in the Bible. By way of the Most High Yah and Yahshua opening up our eyes and giving us pure understanding to understand these things which has been written down since ancient times. So we're going to only deal with the Battle of Armageddon. I didn't already dealt with the seals. I didn't dealt with the trumpets. I didn't dealt with the vials. Today, I'm dealing with the Battle of Armageddon. Because some people think the Battle of Armageddon is World War III. And some people think World War III is the Battle of Armageddon. World War III is East versus West. Armageddon is when Yahshua intervened. Let me say it again. World War III is East versus West. Eastern Europe versus Western Europe. Battle of Armageddon is when Yahshua intervened and come and take down all the nations, their armies. That's Armageddon. That's why Yahshua is gathering the nation, these nations, to the valley of Jehoshaphat. To do what? Judge them in one place. So while he's causing them to fight one another, calling them to squabble with one another, he's going to intervene, and then they're going to turn their weapons on him. And that's when you get thrust in thy sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And the blood should be coming out of, like that wine press, say the blood just gushed out up to the horse's bridle. 200 miles long, looking like a river. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. You ever seen a river of blood? I never seen it. So get your Bible. Get you some pen and paper. Please write this down, family. What Yah and Yahshua put together today is going to edify your soul. And then you'll understand the time, not only that we are living in, but the signs of the time of what you should be looking out for. Let's get it. Y'all ready to rock and roll? Let's get it. We're going to let this Bible handle business. Like we always do, family. Y'all know. We're going to let this Bible handle business. All right, family. The first scripture I'm going to is that we're going to go to the book of Daniel, chapter 2. In order to understand the Battle of Armageddon, we got to go to the book of Daniel first. Let's go to the book of Daniel. And as I read this, I'm going to open up my window because y'all know y'all brother love to show images and pictures because it speak 1,000 words. People get better understanding when they can see the images. So let's go to the book of Daniel. And as I'm going there, family, I'm going to open up my window. The book of Daniel is chapter 2. And y'all brother K. Judah going to start at verse 1 through 5. Daniel's chapter 2, verse 1 through 5. I'll tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Okay, we're going to deal with this first. Okay, here we go. The book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 1 through 5. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Daniel's chapter 2, verse 1 through 5. And it reads, and in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians, and astrologers, and the sorcerers, and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dream. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Sarah, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants to dream, and we will show their interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with their interpretation thereof, ye should be cut in pieces, and your houses should be made a dunghill. How he gonna get mad at them? Like they was inside of his head, like they just gonna interpret the dream to this man. That's why I say, man, some people ain't fit to be no king or no ruler. They don't got no common sense. He gonna kill them because he had a dream, like they gonna interpret his dream from his mind. He didn't even tell them the dream that he had. He just want them to interpret something that he didn't even explain. Boy, this man got a lot of wisdom and knowledge and common sense, huh, family? Nebuchadnezzar was a goofball. He gonna kill them because he had a dream. Make it make sense. Jump down to verse 10 through 16. Verse 10 through 16. And it reads, the Chaldeans answered before the king and said, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore there is no king, lord, no rulers that act such things as any magician or the astrologers or the Chaldeans. And it is a rare thing that the king required, and there is none other that can show it before the king, except the gods, whose dwellings is not with flesh, except the gods, whose dwelling is not with flesh. I wonder who they talking about. Verse 12, for this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. And a decree went forth that the wise men should be slain. And they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. Then Daniel answered with constant wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, that he would show the king's interpretation, that he would give Daniel time, and Daniel will show the king's interpretation. I want y'all to notice something. This is why, from reading this book and getting understanding of this book, don't you ever allow somebody of another nation to compare themselves to you. Why is you saying that, KJ? That's not a good thing to say, KJ. Why did not the Lord interpret the dream to Nebuchadnezzar himself? Why did they have to go get a Hebrew Israelite? Oh, I thought he loved us all the same and deal with us the same. Why he won't just interpret the dream to Nebuchadnezzar? Why do you got to go get an Israelite to interpret a dream when God loves us all the same? Make it make sense. The Lord only go through Israel, family. Please believe and understand this. The Lord only go through Israel, family. Please understand this. He didn't give it to nobody else. He gave it to Daniel, the Hebrew Israelite. Verse 16, one more time for the people in the back. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king's interpretation. Jump down to verse 19 and 20, and let's see what the Most High did. Let's see what he did. Verse 19 and 20. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Ooh, just that quick, huh? Boy, the relationship we got with him, just that quick in the night vision, he gave him the understanding. So much for all of us being the same, family. Verse 19 again. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Daniel blessed the Elohim of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of our Elohim forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. Jump down to verse 23 to 25. 23 to 25. And here you go, family. Check this out. Verse 23. I thank thee and praise thee, O thy Elohim of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me what we desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king have ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon. Bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation. Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah. I have found a man of the captives of Judah. I have found a man that's an Israelite of the captives of Judah. Nobody else. Nobody else. He only deal with you, Israel. Understand that. Verse 25, then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah that will make known unto the king the interpretation. The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof? Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king have demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king. But there is an Elohim, knowledge. But there is an Elohim, knowledge, boy. But there is an Elohim in heaven. They reveal his secrets and make it known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Oh, he said the latter days. So that means that this dream that Nebuchadnezzar is having, mighty nation of Israel, it was not for that time. It wasn't for that time. But he just told him there is an Elohim in heaven that reveal it secrets and make known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Thy dream and thy visions of thy head upon thy bed are these. Jump down to verse 31. And here you go, y'all. 31 to 35. 31 through 35. And it reads, Thou art king. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image, what y'all see on the screen. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image head was of fine gold, that's Nebuchadnezzar. His breast and his arms of silver, that is the Medes and the Persians. His belly and his thighs of brass, that's that Greek empire. And his legs of iron, and his feet part of iron and part of clay. That's that Roman empire, or like I like to call that divided Roman empire. Verse 34, thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. What y'all just heard? Y'all see this stone? Now I want you to picture this in your mind. Picture this in your mind, mighty nation of Israel. Picture this in your mind. This is an image. Nebuchadnezzar have a dream. Daniel interpret the dream to Nebuchadnezzar. Tell him the whole dream. The head of gold, the breasts and arms, his belly and his thighs, and then he get to the feet and legs of iron, right? The stone didn't hit the head. The stone did not hit the belly. The stone did not hit the thighs. It hit the legs and the toes. Why, family? This is the last kingdom that will be ruling upon the earth. And we know that the legs and the toes represent that reviving Roman Empire through the European Union, which is called what, KJ? The Big Ten. 10 toes, 10 nations. Knowledge. So the stone hit the toes because the toes represent Rome. And we know that Rome, through the reviving Roman Empire, through the European Union, will be the last system on earth before Yahshua come. And that's why the stone hit the toes. But remember, Mystery Babylon the Great is a system, people. Not just one location. It's a system. If it was just one location, he would have never said he should have power over all languages, tongues, and nations. That sounds like a system, not one location. So this is what Nebuchadnezzar dreamed, family, what y'all see on the screen. And that stone that you see right here, it hit the toes. That Nebuchadnezzar dream, because this image is the last system that would be ruling on the earth before your Messiah come, meaning your king. Knowledge. So hold on, KJ, to get understanding of this dream, brother, because when Nebuchadnezzar had the dream, KJ, he just said head of gold, arms of chest of silver. He said belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron, feet of clay and iron. Brother, what are names at though? We don't know who that head of gold is. We don't know who them arms and all that is, KJ, with that chest and arms and all that of silver. Who is the belly and thighs, KJ? What about them legs, part of iron and part of clay? Brother, break it down for the people. Let's go ahead and get this understanding real quick. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7 so we can give you the names of what this image represents. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1 through 8. Daniel chapter 7. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1 through 8. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 1 through 8. And it reads, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven strove upon the great sea. Now, when Nebuchadnezzar had the dream in Daniel's chapter 2, it was just a great image. But when Daniel had his vision, he said four winds. It's the same four winds, family, of Nebuchadnezzar's dream. The Bible just calling them the four winds, but it's the same as the image. Verse 2, Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven strove upon the great sea, and four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld to the wings that was plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made to stand up on the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. Why was a man's heart given to it? Because Nebuchadnezzar got a little boastful, and the Lord turned that boy into an animal and made him eat with animals for 7 years. And after those 7 years, he acknowledged the God of heaven, the Elohim of heaven. And that's that man's heart that was given to him, because, boy, he had some understanding after that. So much for being arrogant. Verse 5, and behold, another beast, a second like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise and devour much flesh. This is the Medes and Persian Empire. You remember the arms of silver? This the Medes and the Persian. You remember that head of gold? That was Nebuchadnezzar. Verse 6, after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. And the beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. This is the Greek Empire. Alexander died at a young age, and his kingdom was split between the 4 generals. That's why he had 4, wings on the back of it, because it was split between his 4 generals. Verse 7, after this, I saw in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast. Remember this 4th beast. A 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. It was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Now, I didn't show y'all the 10 horns plenty of times, my beloved family, but for time's sake, because I can't deal with everything in one setting, but the last one to try to revive the Roman Empire is named Berto Mussolini. He tried to revive it, but he could not get it to its former glory. It was 10 of them, but the last one to try was Berto Mussolini. Verse 8, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. Now, I want to show y'all something. Let me see if I got it on here. Matter of fact, I don't. So let me type it in real quick. This is going to be quick. Let me type this in real quick for y'all. Little horn. Oh, my bad. Hold on. There we go right here. Now, I want y'all to see this. Y'all see this? Y'all see this little horn? This little horn come from the Roman Empire. Do it sound familiar, family? Who is over Rome right now? Who sit as the bishop of Rome? Who is the king of the earth? And they call him Papa. They call him Holy Father. And he is the bishop of Rome. And they bow down and kiss his ring. Who is this little horn? But at the time that Daniel, because remember, Daniel is in the 70-year Babylonian captivity. So Daniel is also prophesying about Antiochus' epiphany. But then this went way beyond Daniel's head, because the little horn also that Daniel is talking about is a future little horn who speak great words against the Most High, and he shall wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times and laws. So this little horn, he speak great words against the Most High. We know this talking about the Roman Catholic Church, the Bishop of Rome, or who they like to call Papa or Holy Father. You got people confessing their sins to this man. Like he don't have sins, or the church don't have sins, while they up there funning with them little babies. Let me read that again, verse 8. And I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn was eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth that's speaking great things. Jump down to verse 15. Verse 15. Jump down to verse 15. And it reads, I, Daniel, was grieved in my spirit, in the midst of my body, and the visions of my head troubled me. I came near unto one of them that stood by and asked him the truth of all this. So he told me and made me know the interpretation of the things. These great beasts, which are four kings. Oh, so these animals represent kingdoms. Y'all got that? It represents kingdoms. So we are on the money, family. We right on the money. Because first the Bible described them as animals. But the 4th beast, he was so terrible, there was no animal that Yahshua and the Most High can describe it to. He just called it a terrible beast. But everybody else was a lion, a leopard, a bear, not that 4th beast. That 4th beast is so terrible that he don't just destroy you spiritually, but they also destroy you physically. And they did that during the Inquisition to the Hebrews. It's a terrible beast. But everybody think this the holiest church on earth and don't even know that this man got his power from Satan the devil, family, and his seat and great authority. Don't the Pope have great authority? Yes, he do. Everybody bow down and kiss the ring. Everybody. Oh, we getting somewhere. Oh, yeah, we getting somewhere. Verse 17. These great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth. Jump down. Here you go. Jump down to verse 19 and 20. 19 and 20. And it reads, then I will know the truth of the 4th beast. Daniel don't care about the head of gold. Daniel don't care about the Greeks, the Medes and Persians. All Daniel cared about was that 4th beast, whose look was more stout than his fellow. He didn't want to know about no other beast but the 4th beast. I wonder why. Because he is terrible, family. He is terrible. People must have forgot about the Roman Catholic Church back in the day, during the Inquisition, and all the wickedness they was doing to people, making people, forcing people to accept their version of Christianity, which is Catholicism. And if you didn't want to accept it, boy, they did some horrible things to people. But now everybody act like they got amnesia. This the same church. Rome took a deadly blow, but guess what? Rome ain't just fall and not revive itself. Rome been revived, family. Rome still ruling. America is an extension of Rome. Rome still ruling. The Pope still ruling. Catholic Church still in position. Everybody bowed down to the Bishop of Rome. They called it the papacy. People better wake up. People better wake up. Verse 19. Then I will know the truth of the 4th beast, which was diverse from all others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devour and break in pieces, and stamp the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns that was in his head, and of the other which came up, that's that little horn, and before whom 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. So, okay, Judah, make it make sense. Make it plain, brother. Who will be ruling before Yahshua come? Who will be ruling before Yahshua come, KJ? Because remember, the stone hit the toes. So what do them toes represent? Jump down to verse 23 to 25. 23. So this is going to let you know the time frame that we talking about. Because you have to understand timeline, time frames. You have to, that's why I always tell people, start from verse 1, family. Do not jump in the middle of a scripture. You will not get understanding like that. If you want to cherry pick the scriptures, do your thing. But if you want understanding, start at verse 1. It's going to always give you your foundation and let you know what's going on in the chapter. So jump down to verse 23, because now we about to get understanding who will be ruling before Yahshua comes. Watch this. Verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast, which is Rome, shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and should devour the whole earth. This is a system and should devour the whole earth, KJ. This is a system, family. If he's going to devour the whole earth, that means this man have major influence over all nations, people, languages, and tongues. I call that knowledge now. So stop letting people tell you America is Mystery Babylon when Mystery Babylon is a worldwide system. Because the Bible just say he's going to devour the whole earth. Not just from America to the rest of, no, the whole earth. Everybody gonna get it if they get caught up in it. Verse 23, one more time for the people in the back. Thus he said, the fourth beast should be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand until a time, 1 year, times 2 years, and a dividing of time, 3.5 years, family. That's how long this gonna last. So now we got time frame. We understand the image. We understand the dream. Now we know that before Yahshua come back, these 4 winds, 4 great kingdoms, 4 beasts, the 4th kingdom should be the last kingdom upon earth, which should be diverse from all kingdoms. And when Yahshua come back, revive Roman Empire through the European Union, which represent the Big 10, the 10 nations, Yahshua is going to destroy them and their armies. Did you know that the European Union is looking right now for 10 nations of armies? Did y'all know that? They are trying to form a 10-nation army. To fight against who? To fight against Russia, China, Iran, and all his allies. But remember, the Battle of Armageddon is when Yahshua intervened. So when Yahshua tell you he mustered the host of the battle, he not playing. That's why all these nations is preparing for war. He gonna bring them all down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the valley of decision, and he gonna judge them on behalf of Israel, his people. So now, since we didn't got this out the way, now we need to show you what is he gonna do to Babylon, because I have to get understanding of this. Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon did not become a perpetual desolation. See, I know when you speak Yahshua, you also speak prophetically. So it can be talking about this time, but then you can go all the way down the line into the end. Let me show my people this. Let's go to Jeremiah 25, verse 1 through 12. Now, since we understand the image, we understand the dream, we know that the 4th beast or the 4th kingdom should devour the whole earth. That's going to happen, family, for 3.5 years. If you do not bow down to this man image, if you do not accept this mark, this whole earth is going to be devoured. And those who accept his mark, they're going to get to eat and enjoy. But boy, you going to hell, because you have denied the fountain of living water. You have denied the Most High Yah, except the mark of the beast, to live for 3.5 years instead of eternity. You is goofy. Let's go to Jeremiah 25 real quick. Let's go ahead and run this down. Jeremiah 25. The book of Jeremiah 25, man. Let's let the Bible handle business. Jeremiah 25, and I'm going to read verse 1 through 12. Jeremiah 25, verse 1 through 12. And it reads, the word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. That was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. The which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah, and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 23rd year. Man, this man went to them for 10 years straight. Do y'all hear me? 10 years straight. Trying to get Israel to turn from their wickedness. Trying to get Judah and Jerusalem to turn from their wickedness. Verse 3 again. From the 13th year of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, even unto this day, that is the 23rd year, the word of our Elohim have come unto me, and I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye have not hearkened. And the Lord hath sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. They said, turn ye again now everyone from his evil way, from the evil of your doing, and dwell in the land that your Elohim have given unto you and to your fathers forever and ever, and go not after other gods to serve them, nor to worship them, and to provoke me not to anger with the work of your hands, and I will do you no hurt. Yet ye have not hearkened unto me, said your Elohim, that ye might provoke me to anger with the work of your hands, to your own hurt. Therefore thus said the Elohim of hosts, because ye have not hearkened unto my words, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, said your Elohim, and Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon, my servant. Everybody is the Lord's servant. Nebuchadnezzar is not his servant like you. You are his servant through covenant. You are his servant because he gave you the law. You are his servant because he gave you the oracles. You see that? He gave you the promises through your fathers. But everything on this earth serve the Lord and become his servant. He gonna use you to fulfill his will. Donald Trump is his servant. Vladimir Putin is his servant. The president of China is his servant. The president of Iran is his servant. Everybody is his servant. And you gonna do what he say, partner. And nothing you can do about it. Whether that's Israel or whether that's the other nations. We all his servant. It's just that we're his servant in a different way. Because Nebuchadnezzar did not serve the Lord in a way like how we serve the Lord, because we are his servants by covenant. Not Nebuchadnezzar, but everything served the Lord and gonna do what he say to fulfill his will. Knowledge not. Verse 9, behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, said the Elohim, and Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and I will utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment, and a hissing, and a perpetual desolate. Whoa, hold on. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, and the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, and the sound of the millstone, and the light of the candle. And this whole land shall be a desolation and an astonishment. And these nations shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. And it shall come to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, said your Elohim, for their iniquity, and the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make it a perpetual desolation. Time out. Something wrong with this. Something wrong with this. Nebuchadnezzar was never made a perpetual desolation, family. Nebuchadnezzar had a son, and he threw a party, and he started to praise the cups of gold and silver. And a hand came out of nowhere and rode over against the plaster and told that boy, many, many to kill you forcing. Your kingdom is weighed in the balance and you've been found wanting. And that night, Nebuchadnezzar's son was slain and the Medes and the Persians took over, meaning Darius. Where the perpetual desolation at? Nebuchadnezzar was never taken down by no perpetual desolation. So y'all see how the Lord spoke prophetically? The perpetual desolation is that revived Roman Empire through the European Union, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, the 10 toes that the stone hit. That's the perpetual desolation. Knowledge. So, okay, Judah, make it make sense, brother. Because he was not made a perpetual desolation like you said, and like the book say. So what is the Lord going to do to set the stage for this perpetual desolation? Because is it just this nation? Is it just this Babylonian system? Or is the Lord going to bring down all nations? Let's go to Isaiah 34, verse 1 through 8. Isaiah 34, verse 1 through 8. Nebuchadnezzar was never taken down by many nations or made a perpetual desolation. So y'all know he's not talking about Nebuchadnezzar, kingdom of Babylon. He went way down the line talking about the future Babylon, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, family. Isaiah 34, verse 1 through 8. And it reads, come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of our Elohim is upon all nations, all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, the battle already won. He hath delivered them to the slaughter, the battle already won. Their slain also should be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven, listen, y'all, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falling off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. What time frame is this? We're going to find out. Verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon all the people of my curse. And it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Who is Idumea? Your brother Esau. Who is Idumea? Your brother Esau. Have you ever noticed, and I always mention this because it's good for y'all to know this, the Bible never called Esau a heathen. He never called him a heathen, family. He called him by his name because he's your brother. He called everybody else heathens, not Esau. He called him by name. Whether it's Idumea, whether it's Edom, whether it's Esau, whether it's Bozrah, whether it's Teman, he called Edom by name. Verse 5, for my sword should be bathed in heaven. Behold, it should come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and of goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah. See, talking about Edom again. He said he got a sacrifice in Bozrah. Why is the Lord so mad at Edom? Because Esau, Edom, Idumea always helped the enemy destroy his brother, because Edom have a perpetual hatred until this day because of the birthright. So he get his brother back by helping the enemy destroy his brother and clapping in his hands when we was getting destroyed. Talking about raise it, destroy it to the foundation thereof. That was our brother Esau. And the Lord is mad at Esau for that, because he got a perpetual hatred. And he have not let up off of that animosity and hatred, boy. That's why the Lord just told you, my sword should be bathed in heaven. It should come down upon all Idumea, which is Edom, Esau, your brother. Verse 6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, with the blood of lambs, of goats, and the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Bozrah, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullock with the bulls, and their land should be soaked with blood, and their land should be soaked with blood. Oh, so much for sweet Jesus. And their blood and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. Why is a controversy? Because you got the Ashkenazi Jews, you got the Khazarian Jews, you got the Edomites claiming to be Jews in your identity, and you got a lot of people claiming your identity. And guess what? It's a controversy over who the land belonged to. So the Lord say for the controversy of Zion, because everybody want the inheritance, but they don't want the curses. And Edom is the chief top dog in Psalms 83 with this confederation with all other nations to cut you off, that he may continue to lie and claim your identity with the sons of Japhet. Genesis chapter 10 verse 1 is the sons of Japhet. And Ashkenaz is in the Genesis chapter 10 verse 1, and they claiming your identity. The Khazarians, Ukrainians, they claiming your identity. You even got Russian Jews. Got all kind of Jews come from Europe, Indo-European Jewish people talking about they the people of the book. Caucasian white folk who come from the Caucasus Mountain claiming your identity with the Edomites. So the Lord got a sacrifice in Bozrah. The Lord got a sacrifice in Idumea. He gonna slaughter Edom for what he have done. That's book. I can't make this up. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 30, because the day of the Lord is near, and his indignation is upon all nations. He didn't just say Babylon. He didn't just say he gonna make Babylon. He said my indignation is upon all nations and their armies. So this is why he bringing them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. He is the one who mustered the hosts of the battle. He gonna destroy these people, man. They have no idea. They should have never put their hands on your family. They have no idea that this slaughter is going to be so bad. It's going to be blood like a river 200 miles long. These people have no idea what they're dealing with, family. They are in trouble. That's why you got Gentile preachers telling white people, you better leave black people alone. You better leave these people alone, dog. Stop touching these people. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. So guess what? Their blood, his sword, is going to be soaked with their blood. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Let's go to Ezekiel 30, verse 1 through 4. Ezekiel 30, verse 1 through 4. We'll be out of here in a minute. So y'all see this little horn? This Papa. And everybody think that Papa is holy. That's why they call him Holy Father. This man get his power from Satan the devil, and they calling this man Holy Father. Let me say that again. This man get his power from Satan the devil, and they calling the Pope, the Bishop of Rome, Holy Father. And this man got his power, his seat, and great authority from Satan the devil, and they sitting up here calling this man Holy Father. The world is deceived, fam. The world is deceived. Ezekiel chapter 30, verse 1 through 4. Ezekiel chapter 30. And verse 1 through 4. And it reads, the word of our Elohim came again unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Elohim, howl ye, woe work the day, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near, a cloudy day. It should be the time of the heathen. Y'all see that? It should be the time of the heathen. Esau is never called a heathen, because Esau is not a heathen. He's our brother. Y'all have to understand that. That's our brother. It's just that our brother got a perpetual hatred towards us. But I don't got to be like my brother. I don't want to have a perpetual hatred. That's my brother behavior. That's not my behavior. I want to walk in the Lord right. I don't want to wake up every day with a perpetual hatred. Boy, that take a lot of energy off you, make you get old fast. I don't want to be like that. So I let my brother crash out, and I let the Lord fight my battles. Because our brother is in trouble, y'all. He have no idea. Esau is in trouble, y'all. You better go read Isaiah 63. He said, man, why your clothes dyed red? All that blood on you. Guess where he went? To Edom first. Why did he go to your brother first? Because, boy, your brother have done some things, boy, helping the enemy destroy his brother Jacob. And the Lord say, for this, you're going to be cut off by slaughter. Now, is all the Edomites going to be cut off? No. You got people teaching that all Edom going to be cut off. Stop it, man. The Bible tell you that we're going to rule over the house of Edom. So how all of them going to be cut off if we're going to rule over a remnant of Edom? Make it make sense. Just because somebody cut you off or bring wrath on you, that don't mean the Lord going to kill you all the time. The Lord might just wound your behind real bad. He didn't kill all of us. He said, I'm cutting you out by slaughter, Israel. Did he kill all of us? No, he didn't. He always leave a remnant. Because not everybody wicked. Not everybody trying to do wrong. Some trying to do right. So the Lord going to have a remnant in every generation. Every generation, there's going to be a remnant of people who serve the Lord in righteousness and spirit and truth. Always. Now, the reason why I'm reading Ezekiel 30, I want you to pay attention to something. Verse 3 again. It said, for the day is near. Even the day of the Lord is near, a cloudy day. It should be the time of the heathen. And the sword shall come up upon Egypt, and great pain shall be in Ethiopia. That's where Jerusalem is, y'all. He gonna whoop Ethiopia, but Jerusalem is in Ethiopia. But why is he whooping Ethiopia? Y'all know why? Because when you read Ezekiel 38, guess who was with Gog and Magog, y'all? Ethiopia and Put, which is Libya. And we know what Egypt did. See what I'm saying? The Lord not leaving nobody out, y'all. He is not leaving nobody out at the day of the Lord. All the heathen gonna get it. Every last one of them. If there's a nation born on this earth with a people, they gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. We had to get it. Everybody gonna get it. That's just what it is. Verse 4. And the sword shall come upon Egypt, and great pain shall be in Ethiopia, when the slain shall fall in Egypt, and they shall take away her multitude, and her foundation shall be broken down. Verse 5. Ethiopia and Libya. There y'all go. The same people in Ezekiel 38 was Ethiopia and Libya, who was with Meshach, Tubal, Gog, and Magog, helping the enemy take down or try to take down the children of Israel. But it's not going to work, Ethiopia. It's not going to work, Libya. Y'all going to be destroyed too. He said this is the time of the heathen. He didn't mention which heathen. He just said the heathen. Then he started mentioning y'all by name. He mentioned Edom. Now he mentioning Egypt, Ethiopia, and Libya. He already told us what he's going to do to Babylon. See what I'm saying? He's going to get everybody, family. Everybody going to get it. Everybody. Now, KJ, how this day going to be when the Lord comes? How terrible this going to be, brother? Because we have to set the stage to show you that the day of the Lord is so terrible that nobody should desire that day. Do not say you can't wait till the Lord come back. I don't ever say that. I say, let your will be done in heaven as it is on earth. I do not say I can't wait till the Lord come back. I don't know what end it may be for me. I don't desire the day of the Lord. Habakkuk, that boy was terrified. He said, man, in your indignation, man, show some mercy. Because that boy saw some killing and some destruction, and he was trembling and shivering. That boy said his lip was trembling. That means it's going to be so terrible. We ain't never seen nothing like what Yahshua about to bring up on the earth. But you got everybody playing around and joking around, talking about this a white man's book, the book false, written by white men. And be quiet, please. Be quiet, bro. Y'all talk too much. Let's keep going, man. Boy, y'all talk too much. This ain't no white man's book, goofball. These are prophecies from our Elohim and his son in the heavens. This is a holy book, righteous book. Just because y'all don't want to be righteous, just because your brain is sealed with a hot iron, don't mean the book wrong. It's just you wrong, goofball. You ain't spiritual. You're corner minded. That's why you can't see nothing, goofball. Let's go, family, to Amos chapter 5 and only verse 18 through 20. I want to show you how bad this day gonna be. This day gonna be ugly. This is an ugly day. And when I say ugly, I'm talking about, boy, darkness and gloominess. I'm talking about clouds and thick darkness. I'm talking about fire and wrath and indignation. I'm talking it's going to be terrible. And you got people talking about, I can't wait till my Savior come back. Boy, y'all don't got, boy, just stop talking, please. Most of y'all talking about you can't wait till the Savior come back. Going to be the main people. He going to tell you, I don't know you. Stiff-necked, hard-headed, rebellious. I don't know you. You ain't do nothing I asked you to do. Get out of my face. I don't know you, but you can't wait till you come back, huh? Y'all just be saying anything. Be quiet. Jesus. I do not desire the day of the Lord, and I'm trying my best to walk right. And I still don't desire that day because it's a terrible day. I'm talking terrible. So I watch my mouth when it comes to, I can't wait till the Lord come back. Nope, I don't say that. I just say, let your will be done in heaven as it is in earth. That's what I say. Amos chapter 5, verse 18 through 20. Amos chapter 5 and verse 18 through 20. Let's get it, fam. I'm telling you, this Bible is on point. Bible is a true book, fam. Amos chapter 5, verse 18 through 20. And it reads, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and no light. The day of the Lord is darkness. You heard that? And not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him and went into the house and leaned his hand upon the wall and a serpent bit him. Should not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark and no brightness in it. There y'all go. You see this? Do you not see this? This man's day is darkness and no light. And that man said, thick darkness, very dark. Woo. Let's go to Isaiah 13, because now we have to set the stage. I got to show you what time frame is we looking at. Let's go to Isaiah 13. Y'all remember, the Bible is a prophetic book. So when you read prophecy, you must understand that some things, when he's talking, or one of the prophets is talking, they speak, and then things go all the way over their head down the line. You have to know when it's doing that. You have to know when it's doing it. Let's go to Isaiah 13, verse 1. Isaiah 13. And we're going to pick it up at verse 1, and I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Isaiah 13 and verse 1. And it reads, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Now we know that Isaiah chapter 13 verse 1 is talking about Babylon. But this Babylon is not the Nebuchadnezzar Babylon. Y'all see what I mean when I say prophetic? It's not talking about Nebuchadnezzar in Isaiah 13 verse 1. It's talking about the future Babylon that he's going to make a perpetual desolation. That was not Nebuchadnezzar Babylon, but it is Isaiah 13 verse 1 Babylon. Knowledge. Now jump down to verse 9 through 11. Let's get this time frame that we're looking at when all of this is going to happen. When is this going to happen, KJ? Verse 9 through 11. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he should destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof should not give their light. The sun should be darkened in its going forth, and the moon should not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay the haughtiness of the terrible. and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So we just found out some key points. In verse 10, he said that the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof should not give their light. The sun should be darkened, and the moon should not cause our light to shine. We all know what time frame this is, family. Let's go ahead and go get it. This is after the great tribulation. How we know that? Let's go to Matthew 24, verse 1 through 4. And I'm just going to skip down to verse 29. Matthew. Now we got the time frame. This is immediately after the tribulation of those days, when the sun gonna be dark, the moon not gonna give a light, and the stars gonna fall from heaven. Now we got the time frame from Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9 through 11. Now I know the time frame that I'm looking at. Matthew 24, verse 1 through 4. And then I'm gonna skip down to verse 29. Matthew 24, verse 1 through 4. And it reads, and Yeshua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to show him what the building of the temple. And Yeshua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon a Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when should these things be? And what should be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yeshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. And what's happening right now, from Christianity to this awakening to our religion? Many are being deceived, family. Jump down to verse 29. Verse 29. And let's see, is this going to tell me the same thing that I just read in Isaiah 13? Let me say this again. Let me see if verse 29 is going to tell me the same thing that I just read in Isaiah 13, talking about believing in one part of a book. Now, we don't do that over here, family. We believe in all the book. That's how you understand prophecy. Verse 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days, should the sun be darkened? I just read that. And the moon should not give her light. I just read that. And the stars shall fall from heaven. I just read that. And the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. Didn't we just read that in Isaiah 13, verse 9 through 11? And he just told you the time frame. Immediately after the tribulation of those days. This is when all this is going to happen, when he's going to judge the nations. So now, KJ, since we got the time frame, brother, I need to know at what seal is this going to happen? First seal, second seal, third seal. What seal is we looking at? Can you get this out of the mouth for 3, brother? Because you dealt with Isaiah 13. It lined up with Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. And can you add one more scripture to the seal that's going to say the same thing that you just said in Matthew 24, verse 29 and Isaiah 13, verse 9 through 11? Yes, I can. Let's go to Revelation chapter 6, verse 12 through 14. Revelations chapter 6 and verse 12 through 14. Let's see if I can get the same thing that I just read in Isaiah and Matthew. Let's see if it's going to say the same thing, family. We let the Bible be true and every man a liar. Every man. Nobody is above the Most High and Yeshua when it comes to their own prophetic book, to where you're going to come and interpret your own understanding to this book and cause yourself to be destroyed. We don't do that over here. You let the Bible speak for Bible. Your job is to line it up, not give private interpretation. Your job is to line it up, not give private interpretation. The Lord don't care what you think. He don't care what I think. He don't care what's on your mind. He don't care what's on my mind. All he care about is what we can prove to edify the sheep. Other than that, you're out of pocket. That's why I say everybody ain't meant to be no teacher, man, and everybody wasn't called. And most certainly everybody not chosen. So even if you was called, a lot of y'all ain't doing it right. So I don't know if you're chosen or not. I know we are a chosen nation, but to be a teacher, a lot of y'all go put this Bible down. Please, man. You're causing too much confusion in this awakening. And in the body of just Christians, and it's just too much false doctrine, man. Too much. Revelation 6 and verse 12 through 14. Let's see if I can read the same thing at the 6th seal that I read in Matthew 24, verse 29. That's how you're going to know when this is going to happen, when his sixth seal is open, Yahshua will be revealed. Let me show you. Revelation 6, verse 12 through 14. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair. I just read that. And the moon became as blood. I just read that. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth. I just read that. Even as a fig tree casting her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heavens departed as a scroll, when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island will move out of their place. Did I not read that the heaven was rolled as a scroll in Amos chapter 5? Did we not just read this in Matthew, Isaiah, about the sun and the moon and the stars? So now you got even better understanding that immediately after the tribulation of those days will be the sixth seal, because the sixth seal is the revealing of the Hamashiach, and that's when the sun gonna be dark, the moon not gonna give a light, and the stars gonna fall from heaven. And you know what I call it? Knowledge. So now, since we didn't link that up, now we got even better understanding. Let's go back to Matthew 24. But this time, verse 29 to 31, because we know that Yahshua is not coming back on this earth until immediately after the tribulation of those days. So I got a good question for everybody. Why y'all keep lying, telling Israel to flee to all these different places and go home, when Yahshua would not be revealed until immediately after the tribulation of those days? So that means that whatever you do, you are doing on your own accord. Now, if you tell me what the Lord told me to go here, you got to do whatever you feel the Lord put in your spirit to do. But I'm telling you, a lot of y'all are moving on your own accord because you're afraid, because people put into your spirit that you're going to be destroyed in America. They're going to drop missiles on America. Oh, death is coming. Let me tell you something. 1,000 going to fall at your right side and 10,000 at your left side, but it's not going to come nigh thee. What are you afraid of? Do you have faith or you don't? Because we don't fear nothing over here. I'm talking nothing. Not man. I done been through too much to fear man. What can man do to me? What, kill my body? That's all he can do to me. If I die for the Lord's name's sake, I'm going to be in the first resurrection. So you think I care about what man talking about? I care about what Yah talking about, what Yahshua talking about. I think about the plans that he have for us. I ain't worrying about no plans of no man. People telling y'all bombs coming. So? He ain't gonna drop no bombs on you while you're in America. How you gonna be delivered then? Make it make sense, people. Jesus. Oh, let's go back to Matthew 24. Critical thinking and common sense must apply. Let's go back to Matthew 24, because now we got better understanding. We didn't link up 3 scriptures showing you that Christ coming back. So I don't really have to go no further. Now you know when the Battle of Armageddon is going to actually take place. It's after the tribulation of those days. This is when he's going to take down these nations. Not before, but after the tribulation of those days. Yahshua going to be revealed at the 6th seal. See what I'm saying? He's going to be revealed. Everybody going to see him. Every eye going to behold him. He's going to be sitting in the heavens. He's not going to make his descent immediately. Guess why? Because the trumpet still got to, the angels got to blow the 7 trumpets. Because trumpets represent a king is coming. Knowledge. Or their war about to break out. Knowledge. Matthew 24 and verse 29 to 31. And then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Matthew 24, verse 29 to 31. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. We just read that. And the moon shall not give her light. We just read that. And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And there shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And then shall he send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. That's that last trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Then he gonna gather you, Israel. You see this? So Yahshua got to remove Israel out the way before he take down the nations, because your welfare is accomplished. Your iniquity is accomplished. we have received double at the Lord's hand. So he's not coming to take us down. He coming to deliver us and move us out the way and place us in the wilderness while he finna take down these nations. This not for you. This not for you. This is for them. This is not for us. This is for them. Now, I got to show y'all this. KJ, what has to take place before the Battle of Armageddon? What events have to take place before Yahshua come and take down these nations? Let me show y'all. Let's go here. Right here. Okay, this is what I'm about to deal with right now. I want y'all to look at this picture. I'm about to deal with this right now. Now, I just asked the question. What things have to take place before Yahshua come? Let's deal with it. Let's go to a matter of fact, I'm still in Matthew 24. Now just go back to 15. Because this has to happen. This is one of the main signs that y'all need to look for. Let's go to Matthew 24 and just back up to verse 15. Before Christ come, let me give you some events that's going to happen before he make his return. One of them is called the abomination of desolation. Let's deal with it. Go to verse 15, same chapter, verse 15. And it reads, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso read it, let him understand. Now, he just told me to go back to the prophet Daniel, right? So I got to be obedient. Let's go back to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel chapter 11, verse 31, so I can show you that this abomination of desolation actually going to happen when this little horn or papa be revealed. Because they're going to build that temple and they're going to create the daily sacrifice, and papa, whoever it is at that time, is going to put an end to it. Let me show you. Daniel chapter 11, verse 31. It's about to tell you right here. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 31. And it reads, an arm shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice. There y'all go. See? He gonna take away the daily sacrifice. What they doing in Israel? Trying to teach them how to sacrifice animals. So when they erect the temple, these fake priests, who they talking about, they the Levites, these fake priests, they teaching them how to sacrifice animals. This man who's coming on the scene, the son of perdition, the man of sin, he's gonna put an end to this sacrificing of animals. What else he gonna do, KJ? And he should take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that make it desolate. There y'all go. I just read that. Matthew 24, verse 15. He said, when you see the abomination of desolation, he told me to go back to Daniel. I went back to Daniel, and guess what it said? He's going to take away the daily sacrifice, and he's going to place the abomination that make it desolate. That's one thing that has to happen. What else had to happen, KJ? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 1. I want you to look at this picture. Everything on this picture, if you notice, it all say 1260. That's how long all of this is going to last, for only 3.5 years, family. So the abomination of desolation going to last for 3.5 years. The little horn, man of sin, being revealed. He the one going to defile the temple and take away the daily sacrifice. He going to only rule for 3.5 years. Jacob's trouble going to last for 3.5 years. The two witnesses going to be preaching for 3.5 years. And the woman fleeing into the wilderness, that's going to happen while this great tribulation is going on. And we're going to be there for 3.5 years. And after the tribulation, look at the bottom. Here come Christ. There you go. These events are going to happen, family. The same way I got it on here, I guarantee you it's going to happen, because this is what the Bible say. Let me show you Jacob's trouble, because everybody talking about we already been through Jacob's trouble. We have always had trouble as a people, but the time that the Lord talking about, it is called a great tribulation. That haven't happened yet. That has not happened yet. He said, pray that your flight be not in the winter. How did that already happen yet? Knock it off, man. They ain't have no airplanes back in the day. They were walking everywhere. But he said, pray that your flight be. He's talking about our time. He talking about our time. Critical thinking. He said, pray that your flight be not in the winter. He talking about the airplane. Come on now. Let's go to Jeremiah 30, man. Verse 1. The book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 1. And it reads, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. Jump down to verse 7. Verse 7. He say, Halas, for that day is great, so that it is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. So we got the abomination of desolation has to happen. Jacob's trouble have to happen, but he's going to be saved out of it. That's why immediately after the tribulation of those days, Christ delivered you from the four corners of the earth, because you are going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble. You're going to be saved out of this great tribulation. This is knowledge. What else, KJ? Let me read that one more time for the people in the back. Verse 7, Halas, for that day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. So KJ, what else going to happen, brother? It's something else that's going to happen before the Lord come back. Let's take a look at it, family. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 1 through 3, and I'm going to get this picture, because this is what I'm about to read. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 1 through 3. This is what I'm about to read. Who is the nation that's coming from the north? Who is the nation that's coming from the north? Let's see. Jeremiah 50 and verse 1 through 3. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 1 through 3. And it reads, the word of the Elohim spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard. Publish, and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north, there go Russia. For out of the north, there coming up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They should remove, they should depart, both man and beast. Who is the nation coming from the north? Russia. Look where Russia sit at, in the north. This Bible is a true book, family. Don't let nobody tell you no different. The Bible is a true book. Now, KJ, time out, brother. You said that a nation is coming from the north, but the Bible say nations with an S is coming up against Babylon. Can you prove that, brother? Because it sounds like you only saying that a nation is going to fight against Babylon, but I could have sworn I read in the Bible that a company of nations is going to come up against Babylon. Can you prove that? I think I can. Let's go to Isaiah 13, verse 1 through 5. Now remember, he said a nation coming from the north, right? No, family. This is how you know we're not talking about Nebuchadnezzar. Isaiah 13, verse 1 through 5. You will not see your king until immediately after the tribulation of those days. Fam. Don't let nobody lie to you. Go by what the book say. Y'all heard what I just read. Matthew.For, verse 29 say, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, moon not going to give her light, stars shall fall from heaven, and then shall appear Christ. he said immediately after, family, don't let nobody lie to you talking about we about to go home next year. We about to go home in a month. I didn't heard people say, man, I think we got 1 month left. Boy, I'm telling you. Woo, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. Isaiah 13, man. Isaiah 13, verse 1-5. And it reads, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amoz did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake their hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. I have commanded my sanctified ones. Oh, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations. Oh, now you talking about nations coming up against Babylon. Okay, I got better understanding. A kingdom of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country. They go Russia and them. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. The Lord is the one that mustered the hosts of the battle. So while everybody looking at Russia, looking at Iran, looking at China, people don't even understand that the Lord is the one who mustered the hosts of the battle of Russia, China, Iran, and all the allies that's going to be with Russia. These are his allies, family. The Lord is the one doing this and using Putin. Vladimir Putin, he going to fight against Western Europe and their armies. And they going to fight against Eastern Europe and their armies. That's World War III. Let's go to Revelation chapter 7. Because KJ, we got to get this time frame. Okay, you told me that a company of nations is going to come up against Babylon. We understand that. But let's get the prophecy, though. What time frame is this? Let's go to Revelation chapter 7, verse 1-4. And I got a few more scriptures after this. Revelation 7, verse 1-4. Revelation 7, family. And verse 1-4. Revelation 7 and verse 1-4. And it reads, and after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth. Who y'all think they holding back? Who are these angels holding back? They are holding back the armies. Y'all remember they say the 4 winds? What did I read in the book of Daniel, chapter 7? What did he call these 4 great beasts? He called them the 4 winds. Who they holding back? The armies of the nations. Knowledge. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow upon the earth, nor upon the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having a seal of the living Elohim. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our Elohim in their forehead. And I heard the number of them which was sealed. And there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So y'all see, we got that. So now we know that the angels are holding the 4 winds, which we know are the nations. Before they can go to battle, we got the angels holding them from fighting each other right now. So everybody just making threats, wars and rumors of wars. We got a little bit of fighting over here. We got a little bit of fighting over there. We got some fighting over here. But when they release these nations, what's going to happen, KJ? When they let these nations go, when these angels get out the way, what's going to happen? Let's go to Revelation chapter 9, verse 1-6. Revelation 9, verse 1 through 6, and I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Let me show you what's going to happen. Revelation 9, and let me show y'all this. I created this little timetable chart for y'all right here. And I'll read this and tell y'all what it is after I read Revelation 9, verse 1 through 6. Revelation 9, verse 1 through 6, and it reads, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the keys of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. And unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of Elohim in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should torment them 5 months. And their torments was as the torments of a scorpion when it striketh a man. Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? We talking about that same time frame when those angels was holding back the 4 winds. Now, what's about to happen, KJ? Now remember, Revelation 7, they holding the winds, right? Until the servants of Elohim was sealed in their forehead. Revelation 9, he telling you now the bottomless pit is open, and now fighting is going on. Now destruction is happening. Jump down to verse 11 through 16. 11 through 16. And it reads, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue had his name Apollyon. 1 war is past, and behold, there come 2 wars more hereafter. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before Elohim, saying to the 6th angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels. Oh, now they about to loose them. Loose the 4 angels, which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels was loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen was 200,000,000. And I heard the number of them. Let's break this down on the screen. Let's break this down, beloved family. The star represents Satan. The bottomless pit represents the European Union. The locusts represent military vehicles. The 5 months of torment will affect Eastern Europe, Russia, and its allies. The king over them is Satan the devil. Abaddon and Apollyon mean destroyer. Woe number 1 is the Great Tribulation. Woe number 2 is World War III between Western Europe and Eastern Europe. And the river Euphrates separate the East from Western Europe. And 200,000 equals 200 million soldiers. That's the understanding of Revelation 9. Knowledge. So now we can move on. Let me say it one more time. The star that fell represents Satan. The bottomless pit, when he opened it, represents the European Union, because now Western Europe going to fight against Eastern Europe. This is World War III now, because they loosed the angels, right? Now they about to fight and make their way through the Euphrates. The locusts represent military vehicles. The 5 months of torments will affect Eastern Europe, Russia, and its allies by way of chemical and germ warfare. The king over them is Satan the devil. Abaddon and Apollyon mean destroyer. 1 woe is the Great Tribulation. The 2nd woe is World War III between Western Europe and Eastern Europe. And the river Euphrates is what separates East from the West. So that's how they're going to make their way and clash in the Valley of Decision. And as they are fighting and throwing blows and killing each other, I'm going to show you what's going to happen. I only got like 4 more scriptures after this. Now remember, World War III will be taking place before Yahshua intervene. Once the Euphrates is completely dried up, the kings of the east, kings of the west, gonna make their way to what we know is Megiddo, which is also associated, and they call it the Battle of Armageddon. Okay, there has been a lot of battles at Megiddo, a lot of battles. So hold on, KJ. We got to go to Revelation 16, brother, just to bag up what you read in Revelation 7, Revelation 9, when it said, loose the 4 angels that are bound in the great river Euphrates. Let's go to Revelation 16, verse 1. And I only have 3 more scriptures after this. Only 3 more scriptures, family, and we done. 3 more scriptures. Three more scriptures. Revelation 16. Now, if anybody want to watch my other lessons that I done dealing with the seals, the trumpets, and the vials, and the Bible broke that down prophetically on how that's going to happen. But today I'm only dealing with the Battle of Armageddon. Now, I can show you, and like right here, of course, these things have to happen before Yahshua make his descent, meaning the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, the 7 vials. We understand all of this is going to happen. But I'm just showing you that the Battle of Armageddon is when Yahshua intervene on man's affair, and they going to turn their weapons on the king. And the king is going to miserably destroy these wicked men. So let me show that one more time. We know that the seals going to be open. The trumpets got to be blown. And the 7 vials of wrath is going to be poured out. We know that. I did a lesson on it. Let's go to Revelation 16. Okay, I can get out of here. We just can't deal with everything in one setting, you know. We got to just deal with it, you know, because, man, we'll be in here for about 6 hours trying to deal with everything. And, boy, that is long. We ain't doing no 6-hour live now. Revelation 16. We've been in here and fall asleep on the microphone. Revelation 16 and verse 1. And it reads, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Elohim upon the earth. Jump down at verse 12. Verse 12. Remember what I just read in Revelation 9. Jump down to verse 12. And it reads, and the 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the waters thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. There y'all go. What it just said? Pour out your vial on the Euphrates, and what I just read in Revelation 9, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. When that's going to happen? When he pour out the vial on it, and all the water going to be dried up. This Bible is a true book, family, and a cold piece of work. I'm talking the cold piece of work. So, KJ, the Lord wants these nations to know something, brother. Can you go and bring it home? Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and bring it home. Now, after these men are fighting, right, the Lord is going to call all of them down to the valley of decision, the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is where he's going to judge these people, right? So while they going down there to battle each other, the Lord is really causing all of them to come down so he can judge them. So as they fighting each other, Yahshua going to intervene. And this is when all the world going to see the Lord coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Let's go to Joel chapter 3. And I got 2 more scriptures after this. Joel chapter 3. And I only got 2 more scriptures after this, family. Keep your eyes on these men right here. Keep your eyes on them. Keep your eyes on these people right here, family. These are the nations that the Lord is going to use to fight Western Europe, which is that revived Roman Empire or the European Union, because they're going to have military armies too. And they're going to fight Eastern Europe against Western Europe. This is World War III. That's why y'all see all these threats that Trump making and everybody making. At the end of the day, the Lord is going to call all these nations to come down, and he's going to judge they behind. Let's go to Joel chapter 3. And I'm going to read verse 1 through 6. And I got two more scriptures after this. Joel chapter 3 and verse 1 through 6. And it reads, for behold, in those days, and at that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations. There y'all go. Y'all see what he doing? Do y'all see what he doing? I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And I will plead with them there for my people Israel, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. I'm talking about them Africans. Yea. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Go to them Arabs. Will ye render me a recompense? Tyre and Sidon they belong to the seed line of Ham. Okay? Tyre and Sidon, they was dwelling by the Mediterranean Sea, close by the mountains of Lebanon. So Tyre and Sidon, their lineage go back to Ham. These are Africans, or Ham's children. Palestine is the Arabs. Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. I want to show you something. I like to back up everything. Let me see. Where is it? Right here. Who are the Grecians? When you go look up that scripture in Hebrew, but I'm just going to give it to you this way. Who are the Grecians? The Grecians are the Greeks. So when he say you sold them to the Grecians, they sold us to the Greeks. It's a Javan associated with the Greeks. There you go. Just that simple. Settle in Greece, which are the Grecians. There y'all go. Just that quick and simple and easy. Javan, children of Japhet, associated with the Greeks. So when the Bible just say you sold my people to the Grecians, they sold us to the children of Javan, which are the Greeks. Which are the Greeks. Let's keep going. Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them forth from their border. Now watch this, y'all. Jump down to verse 9 through 16. 9 through 16. And it reads, proclaim you this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Elohim. Let the heathen be awakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, for the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitude, multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near, in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon should be darkened. Oh my God. You better stop it, Yahshua. You did not just say that sun and that moon is going to be dark. That let me know, big brother, King Yahshua, that you is talking about after the great tribulation. That's when the sun going to be dark. That's when the moon not going to give her light. And you're going to come and take down these nations. Verse 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. I don't compare myself to other people. The Bible just said that the Lord is going to be our strength for the children of Israel. This is why you don't compare yourself to other people, family. You are the people of the book. You are the apple of his eye. Now, can other people cleave to the Lord? Absolutely. But you must remember, you are his firstborn son. And to your firstborn son, you give him everything. So while everybody boasting and, try to make it look like y'all on the same level playing field, when it comes to faith and believing in Yahshua, yes. But when it comes to your covenant, your promises, your giving of the law, the kingdom, the apple of his eye, you are not the same as other people. So stop comparing yourself to other people. You are the only people that he knows. And through you, it's the only way other people can know him. He don't deal with other people. He only deal with Israel. If that is the case, why when Pharaoh had a dream, he didn't just interpret the dream to Pharaoh? Why when Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, he did not just interpret the dream to Nebuchadnezzar? Why they always got to go get an Israelite? Why he did not deal with Cornelius? Cornelius had to go get Peter. Do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Don't compare yourself, fam. You are not the same as other people. Even though people say, Israel, you ain't better than nobody. Stop letting people tell you that you are better than everybody. That's what the Lord said. He said you set you on high above all people. So how you going to diminish yourself when the Lord put you above all people? Your gifts and talents are unmatched. So how you the same? Your singing is unmatched. How you the same? Your athletic ability is unmatched. How you the same? Stop it, family. Do you want to be great or you don't want to be great? I want to be great, and I want to be the best at everything I do. And I'm not comparing myself to nobody, because can't nobody do what KJ do outside of my people. They just can't. They can't break this Bible down like we can. See what I'm saying? I don't compare myself to nobody else. They are not the same as me. We are above all people up on the earth. We are not the same. Now, if you want to say you the same as other people, I can't get in your way. I'm not putting no other nationality on those same pedestal as me unless it's faith, unless it's belief in Yahshua. That's it. Other than that, you too great to be compared. That's what your father said. I ain't said. I ain't give you gifts and talent. Your father did. Why he make you better than everybody else? And why he said you the salt of the earth? Why your gifts and talents supersede all nationalities of people? Talk to me. I just need to know. Are y'all going to explain it to me or not? Somebody show me some love. Talk to me, fam. This is what they don't like. They say y'all need to humble yourself. Y'all the most arrogant people on the earth. Y'all boast against the natural branch, and you're going to tell us to humble ourselves when y'all boast against us. Now I'm being arrogant like you. So do y'all see that the Lord say multitude in the valley of decision, baby? It's going down. It's going down. Let's go to Revelation 14, verse 1. And we got one more scripture after this. And I'll tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Revelation 14, verse 1. When I play basketball, could nobody do, I'm keeping it real with y'all, man. I got all kind of newspaper clippings. I was on the front page of the Houston Chronicles. All this stuff, man. No other nationality can do what I do on the basketball court. My other brothers, they could do. Even the girls on the basketball team, my sisters was cold as ice. Now, is KJ saying that other nationalities of people don't have gifts and talent? That's not what I'm saying. Everybody got gifts and talent. The Most High then distribute to all people gifts and talent. Guess the difference? They can't compare to yours, family. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If we're going to set the record straight, let's set it straight. Revelation 14. When I see my people doing things, I am in awe of my own people. I'm not in awe of other people. I salute their gifts and talents, but I'm not in awe. I'm in awe of my people. Revelation 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. Jump down to verse 15 through 20. 15 through 20. We got one more scripture after this. And it reads, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrusting thy sickle. Didn't we just read that in Joel chapter 3 about thrusting your sickle? The harvest is ripe. We just read that, right? He said, thrusting thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrusting his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple, which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrusting his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of Almighty Elohim. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs, 200 miles long. It's a lot of blood. Let's go to the last scripture. Let's go to Revelation 19. And here we go right here. Revelation 19. And this will be last. Here come your brother. Here come your king. Here come your savior. Here come the anointed one. Here come the one who made the atonement for you. Here come the one who will gather you and lead you back into pastures, give you peace, give you safety, that none make you afraid. He said he's going to put his sanctuary in the midst of you. See, I told you, stop comparing yourself. He's going to put his sanctuary in the midst of you. So if everybody want to serve the Lord, they got to come by way of you, because you are the ones who was given the oracles, nobody else. Revelation 19, verse 11. 11 through 19. Revelation 19, verse 11 through 19. And it reads, and I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he do judge and make war. His eyes was as a flame of fire, and on his head was many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. That's why I don't get caught up on names. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name is called the Word of Elohim. I told you that was the one in the beginning with Elohim. Verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him, upon white horses clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. The Bible say that the word is a double-edged sword. So what's coming out of his mouth? The word. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he should rule them with a rod of iron. And he treaded the winepress. Oh, we just read that. And he treaded the winepress in the fierceness of the wrath of Almighty Elohim. And he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of the heavens, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together. Whoa. Gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. I told y'all they're going to try to fight the Lord. That's the lesson, family. I pray somebody got some understanding. The battle of Armageddon has not happened yet. And there are many things leading up to this battle. We got to have the abomination of desolation. We got to have the man of sin be revealed. Jacob's trouble would also be happening in this time frame. The defilement of the temple in this time frame, the two witnesses in this time frame. All these things will happen within the 3.5 years that this man of sin, son of perdition, will rule this earth for that small little window. And then Yahshua come. And then he take down the nations. Well, first he gather you, move you out the way, take down the nations in the battle of Armageddon. Once he destroy everybody, it's going to take us about 7 months to bury their bodies. We're going to have to hire people to help us bury these dead corpses. That's book. That's book. We're going to have to get people to help us bury the slain, because there's going to be so many dead bodies. Now, you got to ask yourself this, though. After Yahshua take down these nations, right? After Yahshua take down these nations, I want to give you one more nugget. One more nugget. He take down the nations in the Battle of Armageddon. He teach Israel for 3.5 years in the wilderness. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32 to 39, he bring us out to the land of Israel. While you are dwelling safely, unwalled villages, chilling, relaxing, looking good, smelling good, doing your thing. This is when Ezekiel 38 gonna take place. Gog and Magog. They gathered themselves together against those who was just gathered out of captivity and have got many riches and goods. So the Bible say that Gog, which is the leader of Magog, which is the people, and Meshach and Tubal, and Ethiopia and Libya with them, they are going to come up against the land when we are gathered out of captivity. And this is when the Most High rained down fire out of heaven and consumed this army. And that's the end of the matter. That's the end of the matter. So Ezekiel 38 is not for the Jewish people. It is a prophecy at hand waiting on you to be gathered out of captivity, your king to reign in Zion. And this is when an evil thought is going to come in the mind of Russia. He going to gather Ethiopia and Libya, all his allies with him, and the Most High going to rain down fire and consume these people. That's the end of the matter. That's the end of the matter. I did a lesson called the last three battles. You please watch that lesson. I got a timetable chart I created. I break everything down according to the spirit and the scriptures of the Most High Yahshua. It's called the last three battles before Yahshua come. And you need to watch that lesson, man. Because the Most High is revealing some beautiful things to Israel. Because a lot of prophecy is what we should be focused on. But when the Most High give you understanding to teach from various angles, you don't have to always talk about the same thing. And this is what I mean, family, before I go. A lot of my brothers, and I love my brothers, man, y'all still dealing with carnal things. Oh, man, we going man, I can't wait to kill Esau. I can't wait to kill a white man. Look, man, look. I'm not worrying about no heathen. I'm worrying about y'all waking up, family, and accepting this truth and walking in righteousness. The Lord is going to deal with the nations and the heathens. We're going to let the Lord handle his business. He's going to move us out the way. We're going to be in the wilderness chillaxing and chilling while he whooping these nations behind. So let the Lord do his job. And let's do our job by waking up and keeping these commandments and walking in the fruits of the Spirit. I'm not worrying about no heathen, fam. I don't wake up worrying about no heathen, and I don't wake up with no perpetual hatred towards nobody, because at the end of the day, I don't deal with these people anyway. Now, I'm not telling nobody who they should deal with, who should not deal with. I feel comfortable around Negroes. That's all I've been around all my life. That's what I'm comfortable around. That's what has sustained me and helped me for 44 years, being around black love and black power. I can't speak for nobody else. Some of y'all got Caucasian friends and you say, man, hey, this is my partner. Guess what? I ain't knocking that, because maybe that Caucasian friend is really solid with you. Maybe that Hispanic friend really solid with you. And can't nobody tell you who to be friends with. I'm just telling you, I got a love affair with Negroes. And the Lord ain't never came to me and said, hey, boy, I want you to be friends with all people. He never told me nothing like that. If I was doing something wrong, he wouldn't be giving me this great understanding. If my heart not right, I'll be blinded. I won't be able to see. I don't got no hatred. Hatred brings forth action. I haven't done any action, so therefore I don't got any hatred. KKK, they manifest their hatred by action. That's hatred. I don't have that. My brothers don't have that. My sisters don't have that. We have not done nothing to anybody. So evidently we don't have the hatred that people say we walk around with, because we would have been bust your head to the white meat because you deserve it. But we haven't done it to you because we trusted in our Elohim. He told us the battle is mine. I'm going to fight. Get out my way. And that's what I'm doing, getting out of his way. I'm going to let you be evil. I'm going to continue to walk righteous. I'm going to let you walk around with hatred. You better not touch me, though. I'll knock your soul out your body. Quick, too. I wouldn't even let you get in my space to act like you're going to touch me. But I'm telling you right now, just because we Israelites and we trying to keep the commandments, don't mean you can touch us. You touch me, your whole soul coming out your body. I guarantee you that. On my kids, I guarantee you that. But for the Gentiles who walking in righteousness, I ain't got nothing against you. For the Gentiles who telling the truth, I ain't got nothing against you. But just get out of our way and don't boast against the natural branches. Because y'all keep trying to put yourself on the same level playing field as the Israelite, and you out of place. Like, stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. I'm just keeping it real. Let us do our job, and you do your job by accepting the truth and walking in faith in Yahshua and worshiping the Father. You don't worship Israel, you worship our Father, and you have faith in our King. Outside of that, y'all try to do too much sometimes. You ain't teaching me nothing. I go to Israel if I want to be taught. I don't go to you. You can't teach me nothing, bro. I'm just keeping it real. My people can teach me because they the ones the oracles was given to. So I go to them for understanding. Now, can a Gentile, tell me something that can be true? Yes, but I don't go sit under no Gentile to listen to them teach me nothing. But do as we all individuals. We not monolithic. I still love y'all. Y'all do what y'all got to do. So I'm just letting y'all know that. All right, family, that's it for me. I love y'all with the pure heart. Y'all continue to, keep the commandments, walk in the fruits of the spirit with each other. I don't care about people talking about they giving us a bad name. I don't care about none of that. Judge me based on what I'm doing. Judge me based on my actions. Don't try to judge me based on the whole awakening because you see a few bad men. Nuh-uh, we don't play like that. Yes, it can give us a bad name as a whole, but man, we ain't trying to hear what y'all talking about the Hebrew Israelites or the black Hebrew Israelites is a cult. Okay, some men behave as a cult. That don't mean the whole awakening behave like that, goofball. Y'all just want to demonize this awakening so bad, but you can't stop it though. We don't care what you try to demonize, goofball. I'm gonna call it, that's my new term. I'm making me a shirt called "The Goofball Have No Knowledge." And at the bottom, I'm gonna just put goofy. And to whom it apply to, that's who it apply to. Goofy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Goofy. All right, family. Love y'all with the pure heart, man. Many blessings. Big salute. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, family. I bid y'all speed.
Yeah. The waves stood high, the night was cold, feet on the sand, hearts feeling bold, a path of dry where waters flow. Oh, step by step they march through time. Oh, faith in Yeshua, hearts aligned. Oh, yeah, Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh, yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his power, with his might, turn the dark into light. Egypt's chariots chasing fast, chains of the past they couldn't outlast. Freedom ahead, no looking back. Lifted hands to the open skies. A miracle where the ocean lies. Oh, yeah, Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh, yeah, parted the water, set us free. With his might, turn the dark into light. Oh, 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 oh. painkiller.
Hey, don't forget, family, to support my elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. Also, make sure y'all support Elder Bro Tim. And like I said before, family, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat. I love y'all with the pure heart. We soon to come, family. You know, Israel is getting it together. We stand out of a lot of things now, politics, and you know, we're not caught up in the things we used to be caught up in. And I'm starting to see that with my eyes, that my people are really starting to, you know, stand 10 toes down and really, you know, we really becoming focused on what's important. And I salute y'all. I really do. I salute all my, I mean, even if you don't call yourself an Israelite, I still salute my people. You know, the things that Black Alpha, you know, even though he coming from his perspective, a lot of people may not see this, but I see it. That the Most High is using them too, because they have really caused a lot of Black people to start thinking differently and stop looking at each other a certain, you know, negative way. And Black people, man, I'm telling you, man, Black people is walking differently, family. I see it. You know, they being used. And they galvanizing Black people to where, man, we ain't, you know, having that animosity towards each other that we used to have. And I salute all my brothers, all my sisters, Israel, you know, Black Alpha and them, you know, just our people in general on their different platforms, gathering the flock, man, through the spirit of love and compassion. So, in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with the CUC family. Shout out to Sham. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology and all my brothers and sisters in the chat. I love y'all with the pure heart, family. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson bad with the scriptures, want to say, Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel, and look up, for your king is coming. Hallelujah. In faith in Yahshua, and all praise to the Most High Yah. Salute, family.